Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Mr. Scott, and joining me once again for another edition of You Gotta Hear This is my friend from Louisiana. Panda is here! Hi.
But
Hi. So we get excited when we get to hang out together and do this stuff. We've had so much fun doing the You Gotta Hear This episodes on my channel here, and also we are getting these uploaded also to Panda's YouTube channel. I've got you covered, and the link to their channel will be down in the description, as it always is, so make sure you're going over there and showing her plenty of love as well. We would appreciate that. Well, today we are delving now into the world of progressive metal with probably the most famous band in that genre, Dream Theater. Going back to their second studio album, I believe, called Awake, which is my favorite from the band, we're going to look at my favorite song off that album, which is Lie. Now, I've already explained to Panda that progressive metal is also known for elongating their music to ridiculous times. 10 minutes is nothing for these guys. That's a drop in the bucket. This is a more truncated version, so if you're a fan of Dream Theater, you probably know the full version. This is the official video version. It's going to be a little bit shorter than usual, only 5 minutes, but the song itself, I think, is 7 minutes. They chopped off a little here and there, but no big
Wow.
deal. But the video is always that we check out is always down in the description too, so make sure you check that out. So we will take breaks in between, of course, to chat about this. To it. So my friends, let's fire it up. Dream Theater Lie, Panda, this is for you. Let's hear you, James.
Daybreak at the bottom of the lake. It's 100 degrees, I can't breathe, and I won't get out till I figure it out. Going weak like I can't believe. So you tell me, trust me, I can't trust you. Just let me show you. But I gotta work it out in a shadow of doubt, 'cause I don't know if I know you. Fine, but don't waste my time. Tell me what it is you want to say. You sit in your way, just let me in her. I've been out in the rain all day. So you tell me, trust me, I can trust you as far as I can throw you. And I'm trying to get out of a shadow of doubt, 'cause I don't know if I know you. Don't tell me you wanted me. Don't tell me you thought of me.
okay, pause. Okay, so this is all right. First of all, I'm looking at the camera movement. I'm glad neither of us get seasick. We just watched the Edmund Fitzgerald by Home Free, and there was a lot of movement there.
Yeah.
Go see that. It's gonna be on my channel, by the way. But anyway, I like how this one, it is so far, it is telling a story. It is still has the metal stuff in the background, right? I mean, some fantastic guitar riffs and bass guitar and all this kind of stuff, but it is still in storytelling mode. Right now, it reminds me of any supernatural 80s or early 90s films, like, like Lost Boys and Witches of Eastwick, and, I mean, all those, like, it has a Charmed vibe to it, for God's sake. But it's in storytelling mode, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the voice you're hearing is James LaBrie, who's another person that just became synonymous with progressive metal. I was like, oh yeah, that guy sounds like James LaBrie. It just became a thing. Now James has that capability where you could hear, he's very almost like a hush whisper type voice, being like, daybreak at the bottom of the lake, it's 100 degrees, I can't breathe. Right. And then later on the scream comes and the vocal fry comes in, like, don't tell me you wanted me, don't tell me you need, like, it's getting the emotion out of this. It's a breakup song. Back in the day, when me and my boys were, dating people or whatever, and things ended. This was probably one of the songs we had to throw on real quick to listen to. So it just became a catharsis for us. So Yeah, so that's James LaBrie with his vocal delivery. You've got John Young on the bass, the 6-string bass. You've got John Petrucci on the 7-string guitar. This is when they were really starting to expand their instrument too, to really bring out more range of those instruments they could do. We're going to get into a breakdown in a second here too that kind of demonstrates another level of James' vocal delivery, that much more it's a quieter, higher tone delivery. But this is a guy that always had that capability. He could do low, clear. He could do high, clear. He could do everything in between. Ooh. So he just has all that capability. And it sings also to the, no pun intended, it sings to the capability of the musicians. They all have that capability too. So we'll get back into it here.
Mama Mary, quite contrary. Kiss the boys and make them weary. Things are getting just a little bit scary. It's a wonder I can still breathe. Never been much of a doubting Thomas, but nothing breaks like a broken promise. You tell me about your two's more common, but one's just enough for me. Don't tell me you wanted me. Don't tell me you thought of me. I won't. I swear I won't. I'll try. I swear I'll try. I had gotten used to being a sort of destroyed. She comes in apparently to fill the void. Our dogs need a leash and at least I'll forget it. And she would never help me though she's never said it. But I'm not gonna ask her today. I don't wanna scare her away. Oh yeah, Ted, I'm all alone and I just can't stare at the phone. I wanna talk about lifelong mistakes. You can't tell your stepfather I said so. Don't tell me you wanted me. Don't tell me you thought of me. I won't. I swear I won't. I'll try. I swear I'll try.
Oh, now see,
where
that's
it
cool.
ends.
Like, okay, I like the abrupt ending, but that's cool because, like, you know, it's 4 minutes 40 seconds. Okay,
Yep.
but there is so much movement, even in his little breakdown section there, that it doesn't feel that long.
But it all comes to a head at that last line. I want to talk about lifelong mistakes. You can tell your stepfather I said so. That one
Right.
that one's always a thinker. I was like, oh, tell your
Yeah, that's some-
stepfather. There's the reason why you're such a,
Just throwing a little shade in there.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
little
you know,
shade.
it's
little shade.
after all the heartbreak, you got to be a little petty. It just
Yep.
happens.
That middle section. I had gotten used to being so destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
That whole part right there. Like, oh, because there's like soul in his vocal delivery.
Oh, yeah.
Out front of
Oh,
all
yeah.
this metal banging and all those different rudiments that they're throwing in. The
Right.
And
yes. And yes, it's a studio recording, so they had chances to redo this, a bunch of times. But to have that level of emotion through that, and still not, I didn't hear a sour note.
These guys actually did live. They played through the entire album of The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. They did the entire album live. And you wouldn't know it was them. You wouldn't know it wasn't Pink Floyd playing it. They had everything down pat. And so they know their stuff. So that's a little taste of progressive metal. We're going to delve more into progressive metal, back into the symphonic metal, power metal, and we may even start delving into Panda's heritage with a little bit of Viking metal. So I think she'll like that. She'll like that. So please go down and check out the link to Panda's YouTube channel. It's down there. Go on over to I've Got You Covered. Make sure you like her stuff there. Subscribe. There's going to be content over there from the two of us too. So you kind of bounce back and forth between the two channels. You don't know what's going to show up on either one, you know? So there's only one way to find out. Go there, go here, hell, and hang out with both of us. That's what we're all about here. So we thank you very much for stopping by, my friends. We'll see you for another episode soon of You Gotta Hear This. For Panda, it's Mr. Scott Hornside.